What is up, everybody? It's your boy Verdi here, and thanks so much for stopping by. Now, I didn't think that I would be making a video this fast through my eye surgery recovery, but apparently we're doing very good, and I could afford to do that. Now, first and foremost, I'm healthy, I'm well, and eye is still recovering. Unfortunately, I'm still not capable of any focus with it, which sucks, but hey, with time, everything with time, we're gonna get that fixed, I promise. But yeah, today's video is a little bit of talk about the surgery, just give you guys a little bit of an update what happened, and most importantly, just to give a shout out to the people who helped, because it's been heartwarming to see the support over this, and just wanted to give the people who pretty much helped me collect the money for this eye surgery and just give them a proper shout out. So the shout out goes to SHH, Miral TV, Lukisa, I love Lukisa, Miral as well, Just Ifta, my mod, Mohammed, Tuvala Timmy, Mayo Peak, a fellow content creator, Bravo Echo Victor, I love Bravo Echo Victor, and last but not least, guys, Malquip. I hope I pronounced that name correct, because the guy was pretty much carried 70% of it, and just wanted to say huge thanks to every single person who chipped in for this. And yeah, we pretty much get to fix my eye. So in general, what was wrong with my eye was I had a keratoconus issue, and if unhandled, it can deteriorate so poorly to the point where the eye kind of loses functionality. I'm not talking like go complete black or something like that. No, it just, you can't do anything with this eye. For me, it occurred over the span of 2 days. Like over the span of 2 days, it unlocked. When we went out to check with the doctor, it was a little bit of a, okay, we need to do this very fast, because usually this kind of starts very small and gradually increase, but you unlocking within 2 days, as you say, is definitely an issue. So we did the surgery. It's a very interesting thing. I'm not even sure if it's supposed to be called a surgery, but they do it in a surgical room. You get the idea. It's not like they just put some eye drops on you or anything like that. Basically, you had to go through you had to get your heart checked, blood checked, everything. They put you in the room, and it was a very surreal experience and a little bit traumatic. And I'm going to get into this for a second, but overall, what they did was they numbed out the eye, and they put those special eye drops, which was what we collected the sum for, because they're very apparently hard to make, and they're a new method of treatment. And basically, they numb my eye up. They put this machine inside my eye, left and right side, so that it blocks the reflex, so you can no longer wink with it. So I was like Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks, man. I was like this. So the eye surgery was a little bit traumatic, because you're not supposed to experience these things as a human being, especially with such a sensitive organ like your eyes. So they started dipping drops on my eye, and the best way I could describe it is like raindrops over any piece of glass. And it's one of those, you don't really get to see this as a human being unless in certain situations. So while they was putting those drops on my eyes, and that's basically for the surgery, which we're going to go what they were up for in a moment, it was pretty much like I had a thin layer of glass on top of my eye, and they were dropping it on it. And the reflex is trying to trigger, but you cannot trigger it. The eye is just simply paralyzed. It can't do anything. And it was super surreal and kind of traumatic, because it was uncomfortable to the extreme. And here is where the actual surgical process comes in. Now, initially, what I was left under the impression that before these eye drops, they have to peel the upper layer of your eye so that they could sink inside and start doing their magic work. Apparently, there is a new method, and they didn't do this. Instead, whatever the drops are, now they're capable of handling this. So this shortens the recovery period a lot, at least by a week. So afterwards, they pretty much bring this apparatus over to my eye, and I'm looking at it. It's like two lights, one of them red, one of them blue, and this is the ultraviolet light heater. And these specific eye drops, once they get inside your eyes, the only way for them to function is by heating them up with UV light. Now, you probably understand that UV light is pretty damaging to the eye, and for 8 minutes straight, I had to get my eye heated up with ultraviolet light, and there was no way to blink, there was no way to exit, there was no way of escape. You were looking straight into it, as I'm looking at you right now. And that was very rough, because it hurt like a bitch. It hurt like a motherfucker. It hurt. It was incredibly, it was painful, but not unmanageably painful. And just imagine if my eye was not numbed out from all the anesthetics. For 8 minutes straight, you have to watch it, and it's blinking red, it's blinking blue, and it's heating up your eye and all of that juice that they've stored inside of it. and you cannot blink, you cannot move. Your eye starts triggering reflexes within your organism that you never thought they were there. My eye was so desperate to try and move left and right just to escape. I wasn't even trying to do it. I was fighting with my own human being to try and look straight, because that was what the doctor's orders were. And it was so unbelievably weird. It was like, I can't even describe it. It's like you're fighting your own basic primal human instinct of self-preservation, and you have to fight it. It's surreal. It's surreal. Unless you're in such a situation, you would never really get that experience ever. So once that was done, pretty much, let me just show you. I have this video. This was pretty much day 2 or 3 from the surgery. This was on my Discord, and I had this cap on me over here, which was supposed to preserve a certain temperature over the eye, like natural temperature. It was supposed to also protect my eye from basically, when you sleep, you're not supposed to put any pressure on the eye, by the way. So whenever you sleep, you know, that would hold, etc. It made it a lot comfortable. And I had to be in pitch freaking darkness. Not just that, but another reaction to the organism which I've had was whenever you were taking into, how can I say, whenever you were taking into the recovery room, I couldn't even open up my eyes. Like, when you open up your eyes and it closes automatically, it's another thing. So this is how I looked within the very first. I'm gonna put a very small screenshot, or like of how I looked afterwards. But anyways, this was me pretty much 3 days into it.
Surgery. It was like second day. I'm in my old place. This is where I used to stream. I have this thing on my head.
And as you can see, my eyes is entirely closed, and I can't do anything. Like, I'm battling to keep my left eye open. I'm absolutely battling to keep it open.
I can't see anything through it, so
yeah,
it's probably gonna be 2 weeks before I do anything. So yeah.
Well, I was wrong on this one. Apparently, it was like 5 days. But anyways, this is on my Discord, onto my announcements. I just kept people updated there. So I thought, I really did think, based on the initial expectations set up by the doctor, that I would be out for a month, but apparently not. So the next thing is, which I wanted to talk to you guys about, was I had a little bit of a complication, and that complication was that I had an allergic reaction and I had my eye pretty much swollen up. I couldn't open it and everything like that. Also, I cannot focus with the eye right now. As I said, I think I did say that I cannot focus with my eye. But yeah, guys, for now, I understand people are super interested in what I have to say about Mystic, what I have to say about all the recent node war changes and everything on the DR evasion front, but it's too early to tell anything. I would rather not make any unnecessary content. We don't know how much of that will change. So yeah, guys, this is the update. I love you to death, and we'll see if I return soon to content creation. And yeah, guys, thank you so much. I'm just gonna throw this up, edit it as fast as possible, and then just go about resting. See ya. Bye bye.